Welcome back to episode 3 of Today in the City. When we left off in part 1, we had just finished lunch in the Japanese tea garden. So without further ado, let's continue our tour of Golden Gate Park. As we move on from lunch, our journey continues with the San Francisco Botanical Garden right down the street from the tea garden. Spanning 55 acres, this living museum offers a rare glimpse at plants from all around the world, all in one place. This is another sanctuary in the city that I frequent frequently, and it's very easy to get lost in here, in a good sort of way. Step into the park and you can easily feel like you've traveled to the opposite side of the world. The carefully curated flora includes trees, flowers, and other plants from Asia, Oceania, Africa, and even some California redwoods for good measure. The paths diverge from the main routes and allow you to wander into the woods, where the only thing missing is the wildlife and the bugs from that particular part of the world, which is perfectly fine with me. Just be careful to not actually get lost in here. Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. And it's about at that point I decide it's time to get to the chopper and find my way back to the main trail. Depending on the time of the year, you can see different flowers blooming, although this is one place where something always seems to be in season. The scented garden is especially worth a stop every time you come here. I could spend all day wandering this park, and maybe someday I will, but we've got a lot more to see today, so we'll move on. Alright, we'll traverse to the north side of the park next and make our way west from the Rose Garden, Heroes Redwood Grove, which looks like something out of Endor from Star Wars, if not the northwestern coast of California, then passing Doughboy Meadow, and down to Prayer Brook Cross and Rainbow Falls. This huge Celtic cross was dedicated in 1894 and sits atop of a hill overlooking the falls below. This pond flows into a babbling creek that flows westward along the JFK Promenade. Across the busy Highway 1 Crossover Drive, which connects the Richmond and Sunset neighborhoods, we find Lloyd Lake, which is a great place to see ducks and even turtles, who may or may not be teenage mutant and or ninja. I've never committed a crime here that would justify them transforming and beating me up with their theme song playing, and I don't plan to, so their secret's safe with me unless they're just regular turtles. Okay, anyway, moving on. On the north side of Lloyd Lake is the Portals of the Past monument, remembering the 1906 earthquake. This actually used to be part of the mansion of Southern Pacific VP Alvin Town, which was built in 1891 atop Nob Hill at 1101 California Street, before his home was completely destroyed by the raging fires brought on by the earthquake. It's easy to see, just walking through the park for the day, just how monumental an event the 1906 earthquake really was. Moving on, still heading west, we pass through the vast Speedway Meadow until we reach the Golden Gate Park Polo Field. The largest sporting field in Golden Gate Park, the Polo Field, is surrounded by a 0.67-mile-long bicycle track, and in the center are 6 regulation-sized soccer pitches. Despite the name, polo is rarely played here. These days, the Polo Field is perhaps best known as the location of the annual Outside Lands Festival each August. This year's event just took place a few weeks ago as of this video, and saw thousands of visitors over the 3 days of the festival. Given the popularity of Outside Lands, more concert events are being planned that might begin in 2024 for this part of Golden Gate Park. Next to the Polo Field is Spreckels Lake, which is adjacent to Fulton Street and was built specifically for model yacht racing. The San Francisco Model Yacht Club was established in 1898 and still races model yachts out here to this day. For others, this is just a great place to take a walk or sit and watch the ducks and the turtles. For out-of-towners, many find it hard to believe that there is a large bison sanctuary in the middle of a big city, especially one as small in area as San Francisco, but it's true. The Bison Paddock is located just to the west of the Polo Field and is home to 10 female bison as of 2020. Kinda like in Jurassic Park, there's only female bison here to control breeding, but it's more successful without all that frog DNA jazz getting in the way.
That is one big pile of shit.
Anyway, the bison have roamed in Golden Gate Park since 1892, and this is a must-see destination for anyone who has not seen one of these large but graceful creatures up close. It also gives some dimension to just how large this park really is, to know that it's big enough to be a home to a herd of bison, along with 10 lakes, a horse arena, a golf course, a polo track, and so much more. West of the Bison Paddock are the 3 lakes of the west side of Golden Gate Park, named the North, Middle, and South Lakes, although Middle Lake has been undergoing some rehabilitation work lately. The roads are busy through here, so you can take a detour through the woods if you want. Again, just don't get lost. These lakes are calm, quiet, and less visited than some of the others in Golden Gate Park. The Bercut Equitation Ring is also on this end of the park. Didn't I say it's huge? In a large city, it's not unusual at all to see people on horseback while passing through the park. Then not too far from here, back toward the Polo Field, are 3 fly casting pools that are open to the public, and the San Francisco Anglers Lodge, which is home to the Golden Gate Angling and Casting Club. Founded in 1894 and boasting 1,300 worldwide members, this is one of the largest and oldest fishing clubs in the world. If you're local and love fly fishing, this is your spot. Then making our way toward the coast, we pass by the Golden Gate Golf Course. It's closed for renovation at the moment, but is planned for reopening by mid-fall of 2023. Till then, I'll be getting my 19 holes in at Lincoln Park nearby, up by the Legion of Honor Museum. Moving on from the golf course, there's the archery range over here too. Yes, this park even has archery covered. No crossbows though. Bring your own gear, but the range is open daily for local archers to come and practice, so don't be surprised to see someone get on the bus with archery gear. First time I saw that I was like, whoa, where the hell did they come from? Next is a Dutch windmill and the Queen Wilhelmina tulip garden in the northwest corner of the park. This one was built in 1902, and the other windmill on the southwest corner of the park is the Murphy windmill, built in 1908. Each used to pump water and now are iconic sites of the city by the bay, visible from out at sea and serving as a sort of welcome to the western end of Golden Gate Park. Nestled between the windmills are the Beach Chalet soccer fields, with 4 full-size soccer fields available for use every day. I've played company soccer here before, and it's within walking distance of where I live, so it's among my favorite places for sports in the city. And then that's it, we made it! 1,017 acres, thousands upon thousands of steps totaling about 20 miles for the show, and a day packed with awesome things to see and do. As a matter of fact, that brings us back to our
"Hey, my phone usually does this for me" math challenge.
So if you were to walk all the way around Golden Gate Park with an average step length of 3 feet and a total distance of 8.75 miles around the park, at 5,280 feet per mile, the walk would require 15,400 steps, plus or minus, to complete. For the bonus questions, how much time would it take and how many calories might be burned up in the process, the answers are 2.92 hours, given an average adult walking speed of 3 miles per hour, and 875 calories burned, given an average adult caloric burn rate of 100 calories per mile. That's a lot of numbers to take in all at once, but if you don't know, now you know. This has been the
"Hey, my phone usually does this for me" math challenge.
Exciting. To finish off any day in Golden Gate Park the right way, we'll go to the Beach Chalet, or downstairs it's called the Park Chalet. I've had a lot of great times here, and the beach view allows for some outstanding sunset watching over dinner and drinks. They also have their own brewery here with a big variety of great beers, all with San Francisco related names. Since I'm on the wagon lately, I'll just go with one of my favorite of their non-alcoholic drinks this time and order a Bahama Palmer. That's an Arnold Palmer with a splash of pineapple juice. After all that walking, they hit the spot and go well with their fish and chips. Seafood always tastes better by the sea, I think, or maybe it's just in my mind. They have excellent Trapino here too. They recently remodeled upstairs and has a nice upscale but still casual feel to it. Hard to believe the stories I've heard from local old-timers about when this place was a VFW hall long time ago. At any rate, Beach and Park Chalet offer an unforgettable dining experience by Ocean Beach in the Pacific Ocean. Come for the museum downstairs and stay for the memories upstairs as the sun sinks below the horizon. And now to go and cool off, since it's midsummer and in August we can end up getting some really nice and warm days here in San Francisco, which translates to it must be hot as hell in the valley. I know, since I used to live out there myself and drive hours just to come here for some time at the beach, long before I moved here. Well, that was quite a doozy, wasn't it? That was Golden Gate Park in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed our walking tour today. I'm at Ocean Beach. It's a nice balmy August day. I'm going to go jump in the water. Until next time, this is Stay in the City, and I'll see you later.